everyone, I'm Ollie White and today's show is stuffed full of stuff. Well, movie stuff to be exact, and we've got so much stuff to show you, we don't know where to begin. So let's just begin at the beginning. Ready? This is CINEMANIACS. Team, take it away!
Want to ride your bike across the face of the moon? Levitate your house with a bunch of balloons. Feel zero gravitation, a robot transformation. You're a cinemaniac. Can you tell a lie that twists the length of your nose? Or the frost the heart you accidentally froze? Want a bottomless cake or a squid for a face? You're a cinemaniac. Do you love to hear the roar of an extinct dinosaur? To explore the flora in your very own Pandora. Feel the urge to sing. Wanna quest for the ring? To escape from a clone or to be home alone? Then roll up the red carpet, pretend other lies. Grab yourself a seat and hold on tight. We're mad about movies, we're crazy for film. We're cinemaniacs, cinemaniacs, cinemaniacs.
And here is that show that is stuffed full of movie stuff. So keep back, relax, and enjoy this.
Coming up, we head behind the scenes with the stars of Horrid Henry, the movie.
They actually threw the water bomb at my head.
Find out why this lot are legging it around the cinema.
It's nothing like I've ever seen.
And is Michael Sheen, super actor, ready to be a super crybaby?
Think super actor sad.
All that on CINEMANIACS.
That was a good sound that you made.
Really, Nicole? You like the way I said CINEMANIACS?
I would do it again like that.
Okay. CINEMANIACS, CINEMANIACS, CINEMANIACS! Right, okay. Now it's time for DIY Blockbuster, Part 1.
Action.
We're giving 6 filmmakers the chance to make a short film, armed with just a camera, a script, and some homemade props. But little do they know, they're in for a big surprise.
You didn't know I was coming?
When we give them something spectacular to turn their home movie into a DIY blockbuster.
Charlie, can you move back to back right?
Nikita, Parker, Mariah, Charlie, Max and Stella are making a space movie.
It's a film about the first commercial flight to space.
Action. Each ticket costs £250,000.
It's called Galacticastrophe, Ticket to Space.
But is it safe?
It's 100% safe.
There's a pregnant lady and she gives birth on the rocket.
Action.
What the team don't know is that they're in for a DIY blockbuster surprise. We've lined up an Academy Award-winning, world-famous director for their movie. The team are well into filming and have no idea what's about to happen.
Ticket, please.
When suddenly, there's a knock at the door.
Hello. Hi, I'm Ron Howard.
Yes, all the way from Hollywood, it really is Ron Howard, director of smash hits The Grinch and space movie Apollo 13.
Hi, guys. I'm Ron Howard.
I wasn't expecting that.
I found out that you were making a film. I kind of wanted to come by and check it out.
Yeah, it was really cool meeting him, knowing that this was a guy that actually created a blockbuster film.
Because he's famous, he's well known.
But even famous Hollywood directors have to start somewhere.
Well, I started when I was around your age making movies.
It came as a big shock that he just walked in and started, saying, "Tell me what you're doing, we'll start filming."
First positions. Action.
I'm a farmer.
I thought the storyboard was brilliant. Have you already done some shots?
Yeah.
Half the work is done because they've got a good script and a good plan, and you've laid it out well. Now, can I just say you're missing a really important and exciting part of every shooting day when you have storyboards? Because the most exciting thing is to cross out the shots that you've done.
Oh, yeah, we were going to do that. We were going to do that.
Boom. That one's done.
Okay.
That's satisfying, isn't it?
Sweet.
Action.
Ron's usually the only director on his movies, but our team are doing things differently.
Is there a director?
We take turns being the director.
Oh, I see. You're trading off. Oh, that's a great exercise. A little chaotic. My favorite moment was the moment when one director had taken care of one shot, and then it was time for the next shot, and then everybody rotated so effortlessly. So you're directing this one, right? So is there anything particular you'd like?
Well, maybe if you zoom in a bit more.
And then whoever was directing, you could just feel that little bit of adrenaline that I really recognize. Okay, now now the ball is in my court. Okay, what are we gonna do here? Now let's get started.
Action.
The team quickly put Ron to work as their camera operator.
Could we do that one more time because the camera operator sort of messed it up?
Whoops.
You're not very good at filming as much as directing. Roll camera.
Oh, let's see, is that just this?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, where's this? Is this our Zoom? Show me. Oh, here we go. There are a lot of award-winning cinematographers who are really going to enjoy just how bad I am at this particular aspect.
Roll camera.
Still to come on DIY Blockbuster Part 2. The team get some Hollywood filmmaking secrets.
You may want to think about doing a trick here.
They start to sweat.
A little bit of perspiration.
And even Ron feels the pressure.
I'm gonna get sacked. If we don't get this right, I feel like I'm out.
And cut! What's it really like to be a director? Let's find out.
You learn the most when you actually do it, when you're active. I could teach you about running, but you'll never know about running unless you run.
I think making a movie is all about just getting the people together and saying, okay, on Saturday we're going to shoot the movie. Who wants to do the different parts?
All you're limited by, really, is your imagination.
Part of my job is actually convincing other people that my ideas are good ones. That happens a lot with directors. You have to go out and sell.
Whatever it is, that's your way of telling it, and you just have to do it that way.
Random red carpet. We ask the questions so you don't have to. Hey, Bill, what's the saddest movie you've ever seen?
Bambi, they had to take me home and put me to bed.
Cool. I mean, not cool.
Dumbo made me weep uncontrollably, and I think I sword fought all the way home. You know what I mean?
Random red carpet. It doesn't get much more random than this.
4 brave contenders face the ultimate film challenge. One wrong answer and it's the dreaded drop. Who will survive the rock-hard quiz?
Gabby, specialist subject, My Neighbour Totoro. What type of tree was the big Totoro found in?
Camphor tree.
How does the family get rid of the dust bunnies?
By shouting and screaming and laughing.
Where is the mother of the sisters?
In the hospital.
What does Granny call the black fuzzy things?
Soot sprites.
What does Satsuki give to Totoro at the bus stop?
An umbrella.
What does Granny find at the lake?
A sandal.
How many legs does the cat bus have on each side?
3.
Correct answer, 6. Kian, specialist subject, bedtime stories. Where on his body does Skeeter get stung by a bee?
His tongue.
What does it start raining?
Gumballs.
What do the women do when they get jealous?
They get so confused and they do the hokey pokey.
What are the names of Skeeter's sister's children? I need an answer. Time's up. The answer is Bobby and Patrick. Neve and Anya, specialist subject, Frozen. How did Anna and Elsa's parents die?
In a storm. In a storm on the sea.
Who is the famous Disney princess in attendance at Elsa's coronation?
Rapunzel.
What feature is the snowman Olaf initially missing?
A nose.
How many brothers does Prince Hans say he has?
6. I think.
Correct answer, 12. And the winner is Gabby.
Right, we're talking old movies. Movies that your granny would have watched when she was a kid. And that was a very long time ago. But would you still be happy to watch them now? Time for a CINEMANIACS investigation.
I'm Alushka, and me and 100 CINEMANIACs are taking over this multiplex cinema to find out if old movies can still make the cut. We've got 3 movies to watch, but we're not going to be watching them one after the other. Oh no, we're going to be watching them all at the same time. So if someone doesn't like a movie, then they can just get up and go and watch another one. And when all the movies are finished, we're going to count up who's left in each screen to see which one is the winner. I'm calling this my retro runaround. And with Matthew Sweet joining us as our all-round film boffin, this is our CINEMANIACS investigation. so everyone is off to watch their first movie. In screen 1 we have Jason and the Argonauts, made in 1963. It's about Jason's quest to find a mythical fleece. I think this one's going to be quite popular with the boys.
I like the bit when the lady scared the man off the horse and he fell into the water.
Next up, in screen 2, is Dougal and the Blue Cat, made in 1970. It's about a magical garden invaded by a power-mad cat.
Come back here.
Do you like this one?
Yeah, it's really funny. And
Have you ever seen any of these characters before?
yeah, my dad's mum used to watch her when she was little.
And finally, the third movie is The 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T, about a boy who has a magical dream during a music lesson. It was made in 1953. That is old.
I think people quite like this one because it's colourful. What do you think of it?
It's nothing like I've ever seen.
The films are coming to an end, so it's time to count how many Cinemaniacs are in each screen. In third place, with a terrific 12, was Dougal and the Blue Cat.
What made you stick with it?
I think I stayed because I really like animals and it was kind of funny how he was always fighting.
That was your favourite, wasn't it?
It was creepy and funny at the same time.
Now, why do you think that they didn't like that?
Lots of people were saying that it was a bit babyish. In second place, with a thrilling 39 Cinemaniacs, is Jason and the Argonauts. I'm surprised there weren't any laughs. At certain times, it is quite a funny film.
You know what? I think that's a really good point, because one of the things we might have expected was that the kids in this audience would find the special effects terrible and they would laugh at them. I didn't hear any of that at all today.
So the winner, with a fantastic 49 Cinemaniacs, is The 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T. It's quite a fun film to watch, and when you get into it, it's more, wow, this film is great.
It was really pleasing to me to be standing in these cinemas and watching kids enjoying these films. They really got into it. And I think it just shows that actually time, it doesn't matter. A good film's a good film.
Just because time changes doesn't mean films have to change.
I guess that proves that old movies can still be good ones. Elementary, my dear Watson.
Still to come on Cinemaniacs. There's behind-the-scenes gossip from the set of Horrid Henry the movie.
I had to eat that horrible sandwich, didn't I?
Yeah.
Find out how to make a movie cloud in the secrets of movie making.
Wow. That's nice, isn't it? It really looks like cloud.
And Michael Sheen, super actor, tries turning on the tears.
One tear. It's tough, but I'm a super actor.
But first, it's part 2 of DIY Blockbuster. Previously, 6 filmmakers have been given a DIY Blockbuster surprise. Top Hollywood director Ron Howard has jetted in to help them shoot their space movie.
Really cool meeting him, knowing that this was a guy that actually created a blockbuster film.
Filming is well underway.
Oh, look here.
And Ron's giving them props for their props.
Who made the prop?
Me.
Well done. Now most of this kind of thing is done digitally. But a lot of great movie models from science fiction movies, you know, going back to the 60s and 70s, are made with materials pretty much like this.
I know in the scene where the rocket takes off, that scene had to be shot about 3 or 4 times.
I'm gonna get sacked. If we don't get this right, I feel like I'm out.
Camera rolling.
Lift off.
Cut. That was good. That was perfect.
I think I'll be back tomorrow.
Phew!
I think he kind of liked how homemade it was, though. We'd, you know, done a homemade background, we made it ourselves. It's just really simple things.
You may want to think about doing a trick here. Where
This movie might be homemade, but Ron's got plenty of Hollywood techniques for the team to use to give it a big budget feel.
And can I make one suggestion?
Gave us lots of tips and ideas to make the film better.
Just move the camera in and don't do a zoom. Just do a tight shot of the knobs and let her hand come in and twist them.
When the captain and the co-pilot are taking off, oh, you can do a close-up on the buttons they're pressing.
4, 3, 2, 1.
He really helped with some of the camera tricks that he used.
You know what helped us with Apollo 13 a lot when we were supposed to be doing the weightless feel? Is the camera operators were handheld. If I do a little bit of movement, see?
Yeah.
We could do that. something like that, does that give you an effect that you want?
Yeah. It's okay to do free camera without a tripod, so it looks like it's floating. To really create a space atmosphere.
And now for some visual effects.
The pregnant scene. You're having a baby?
He thought that I should be sweating because I just gave birth. So he got some water and splashed it, which made it look a lot better.
A little bit of perspiration. Had a baby. My experience is that the mother perspires just a little.
Don't worry, I can deliver it. Congratulations. You've given birth to the first ever alien. Cut.
That's a wrap.
These young filmmakers were a blast to be around.
It was a lot different than I expected. I kind of expected the directors of these big Hollywood movies to be
quite serious.
Yeah, serious.
I think I've probably learned a thing or two. I think I'm just going to go on to my next job just that much more inspired.
We surprised the team with top Hollywood director Ron Howard.
Lift off.
He struggled with the technology.
Can we do that one more time because the camera operator sort of messed it up.
But his filmmaking secrets wowed the team.
Just move the camera in and don't do a zoom.
So was their movie truly out of this world?
It was a fantastic little short film. Witty and pretty imaginative.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So long.
Enough. Ron Howard said it was good, so, must be all right.
You can check out the team's finished movie on the CBBC website.
So this is where I give you guys 3 top tips to help you create an action movie. Tip number 1, you need the spin round the head shot.
One man has a camera spinning round his head because he is serious.
Tip number 2, you can have so much fun with close-ups.
He's mean, dangerous. He's in close-up. He's going somewhere.
Tip number 3, you need the hero shot.
This man is going to save the world.
And that was 3 top tips to help you create an action movie. Now this.
We take you behind the scenes with Horrid Henry, the movie.
Henry.
Henry!
Henry!
Henry! What now?
I'm Theo Stevenson and I played Henry in Horrid Henry the movie.
Not going to that mouldy old brick house.
I'd always hide away from the chaperones just because I was mischievous and wanted to get into the role of Horrid Henry as much as possible. I like to call it method acting.
It's not bad. For a smelly, nappy baby.
And triple detention.
Angelica Houston was definitely fun to work with. She was lovely.
CINEMANIACS!
The first time I walked onto that set, I was so nervous. Everything was so big and I hadn't been on something that scale before.
You're seeing so many cameras.
I didn't really know what to expect. In a weird way, like, nervous, excited. You know when you're really excited for something, but then you just get that feeling and you're like...
Together, we are the Purple Hand Gang.
Every now and again, you would hear a little bit of an argument, but mainly, though, we did get on.
I had to eat that horrible sandwich, didn't I?
Oh, sorry.
That was the best thing. It wasn't puke, obviously. We wouldn't be that mean to Matt.
What? It was baby food.
That was it. It was baby food.
Yeah, it was baby food,
It was
but
baby food.
I had to really go for it. Like I was ravenously hungry.
Yeah.
Talk about half-hearted attempt here. Because it was just dropped on me on the day. I mean, this one was going for it. Yeah, I mean, I was, oh, God, I was not into it.
But that was the comedy element.
Well,
The dad can't dance.
No, it's not in the film like that. You're supposed to be absolutely going for it, but, yeah.
If you watch it, I'm 2 beats behind everyone. Everyone else is there, like, dancing away, and I'm, like, looking around, like, whoa, where are we at?
There's a scene where Horrid Henry has to throw a water bomb at me. And for the first take, they said, oh no, it's just going to be a practice. And then They actually threw the water bomb at my head, and it was the most shocking thing ever.
Henry! I'll get you, Henry!
What do you think? This is awesome. My very own movie cloud. If you guys want to know how to make your very own movie cloud, then watch this. Cloud, take me away.
Introducing Mr. Mike Tucker, here to show you how to create special effects Hollywood style in The Secrets of Movie Making.
Today we're going to show you how to make your very own movie clouds. So grab a couple of friends and let's get started.
This week we're going to do stormy skies and clouds.
This effect is a really impressive one, and if you've ever seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind, you'll know why. You're going to need a fish tank, a jug, water and salt water, milk, pegs and some black bin liners.
OK, step one is to get our salt water into the tank and fill it up to a layer where we want our cloud to actually happen.
Step 2.
We need to make sure that the two types, the salt water and the fresh water, don't mix. So we're going to use a bit of bin liner to help separate the two. Just clip it to the edge of the tank.
Step 3.
Carefully start pouring the fresh water in on top of the plastic.
Step 4.
Right, we now need to do the tricky bit, which is get the plastic out without disturbing the two layers of liquid. So, we need to try and slide this plastic out over the top of the water. Right. That's what we call an inversion layer.
Step 5.
Now we've let that settle a little bit, we need to get our milk in there. Now, pour it in from one end, quite slowly, in a stream, and then see what happens when it starts to hit. And you'll now see that the clouds are travelling between the salt water and the fresh water.
Wow. It really looks like clouds.
Step 6. You can create a background by sticking a drawing or photo behind the fish tank. Or you can just make a background with one of your own bin liners.
We can clip in place with our pegs. OK, so if you come down low, so you're looking up at it, and try and avoid seeing your reflection.
And start to get really fancy.
You could add food colouring into the milk, in which case you could get coloured clouds.
And if that isn't enough for you, try this.
By taking something like a torch, you can start getting things like lighting effects or lightning.
Like thunder.
And that's how you make your very own movie clouds.
Next up, it's our very own super actor with the Cry Baby Challenge. So Asa, kick us off with something sad to get us in the mood.
My wish for the world would be that no more kittens were abandoned, and that they weren't left alone, and they had a house to live in and someone to grow up with.
I'm actually pretty good at this. I'm actually really good. Maybe I could get a part in the, No. Here's the Cry Baby Challenge.
And now the star of Alice in Wonderland, Tron and Twilight, Michael Sheen, super actor.
Today's super acting challenge is a particularly tricky one. It entails me and 6 young acting trainees going head to head as to who can bring the tears forth the quickest.
In the Cry Baby Challenge.
This is a really difficult challenge because actually you can't fake it.
Now, as an actor, now and again I have to bring the tears. I find this very difficult.
Some actors think about sad things and actually make themselves upset.
Do you think you will be able to cry just by summoning up your own super acting powers?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I've tried before just out of, like, curiosity if I could, and I've never been able to do it before.
Often when you're crying, you're sort of... you're panting.
Bottom lip is going.
And if you sort of keep that up for a minute or two, it really does get you crying.
Another way to make yourself cry is by chopping onions. So we're going head to head with our random onion chopper, Christina.
How long do you think it will take you to get the tears just by using the onions?
2 onions.
2 onions?
Yeah.
That means the challenge is on. Cry cam is in position, and let the crying begin.
The chopping begins, and 2 onions is our time limit. If I can be the first person to summon a tear against all these actors and Onion Lady Christina, I win. I'm starting to think sad. I just don't think I can do it. 2 onions, 1 tear. It's tough, but I'm a super actor. Or am I? 1 onion chopped already. That means there's only 1 onion left. Come on, Michael, get a grip. Don't get distracted by all that giggling behind you. Think sad. Think really sad. Think super actor sad. That's the 2nd onion chopped, which means it's the end of the challenge. Well, it looks like I'm not the only one that's failed.
How did it go, Christina?
Well, irritated eyes, but no tears.
Irritated eyes, but no tears.
Hang on a minute. Is that a tear?
There is a tear. A tear fell from this eye, so we have a winner. What was it that you used in order to bring about the tears?
Well, I didn't blink for like most of it, and I guess my eyes just sort of dried up, and then they wanted to water to get rid of the...
I see, so it was purely biological.
Yeah.
No tears. So it's a crying shame. But at least for today, Michael Sheen, super actor, has failed.
Nice try, Michael. Next time, find out what this crowd of blue and orange people are doing in a DIY Blockbuster.
Anyone walking past would think we were a whole lot of lunatics.
Top soundtrack composer David Arnold works some musical magic.
It's going to be a happy-go-lucky kind of day today.
The party begins.
And can Michael Sheen's super actor make this lot laugh?
Let's dance under the chain.
This is my sad face again because it's nearly time to go. But just before I do, if you enjoy watching Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, you might want to know that all the giant lollipops on set were edible.
Sweet.
I so wish I was working on that movie. I'm Ollie White, and you've been watching CINEMANIACS.
New release or classic movie?
Classic movie.
Latest release.
Classic movie.
Classic movie.
Latest release.
Classic movie.
Latest release.
Latest.
Classic movie.
Classic movie.
Latest release.
Classic
movie. Nice one.
Nice.